Hi everyone. So you may have noticed, don't panic, that we're once again in Inazuma. Don't panic. I actually just realized that I forgot to do our Grand Narigami Shrine quest for the day. So we're going to very quickly, don't panic, go talk to Miss Ringo? Ringo? Gendo? Gendo Ringo? Gendo Ringo. Yes. And we're going to do this. And then after that, I guess it's to Sumeru? I don't know. All I know is that for me, it's very late at night. I just remembered that I needed to do this. So, is she getting happier and happier every time we do this? Anyhow. So, we're going to do this, and then once we're complete with this little quest, it should just be fighting a couple guys, right? I'm going to log off. Actually, I need to do my resin still. Don't worry about it. Strange fortune slip. Oh dear, where is that supposed to be? End of a 30-year-old cold case. Demon-Bane Kin. Recently, new information has finally come to light concerning the whereabouts of the criminals responsible for the Kanazuka murder case 30 years ago. Matsudaira Kinjiro, nicknamed Demon-Bane Kin, and his accomplices have been spotted in the southern parts of Yashiori Island. Thank you kindly. Proceed to the location shown here to investigate. If Demon-Bane Kin is there, send in the Shumatsu to end traitors and criminals alike. Okay, Yashiori southern parts. Gotcha. Yashiori southern parts. Probably in a little cave. We're looking for vines. They look like they're holding hands almost. Well, we found vines. Could it be this gentleman over here? Well now, that looks exactly like what I'm looking for. Where's the target? Ooh, glowy thing. That seems relevant, perhaps. A little bit of this. Who got hurt? Kazuha? Kaya? Me? Somebody got hurt. I guess it doesn't matter. I can just heal them at the statue. Here we go. Grab this. Grab that. Looks like someone lit a fire here. Could it have been Demon-Bane Kin? Let's follow the shoreline and have a look. Oh, that wasn't them. That's right. There wasn't any, name card. Oh, alright. Which way do you want to go, Paimon? I'm gonna go this way. This seems like the right way to me. Here's a fire. Is it the fire we seek? Let's keep going this way. We're in the mine again. Hi, little lizard. I don't know why I'm so aggressively collecting resources at this time. I don't think that's really the appropriate thing to be doing with my time. But it's what I'm doing nonetheless. This game sure has trained me well, hasn't it? Let's get height. I feel that perhaps I've gone the wrong way. Alright, let's go the other way. And we didn't go this way very far, so we can always come this way again if need be. Just trying to see. The shoreline basically ends on the side of things. Yeah, unless we wanted to really follow it over to that other sandy bank that we can see on the mini-map past the Oculus. Demon-Bane Kin, where are you? That's so strange. We went to the place in the picture. I wasn't there. Oh no, oh. You can really... This feels like it's probably the final day then, don't you think? I think it said something about 3 or 4 days, right? So... maybe this is the last time we do this. There is something on my map marked we're getting close to. What is that supposed to be? Young man. There is something over there. Well, let's check what this alert is. Shrine, I see. Come along. Demon-Bane King. I am not above or below, I don't know, looking up the answer to this one. Because you might recall at the very beginning of this quest, I did look up a guide. And I took a peek at that guide at the beginning of this quest just to find out how to activate it. Because this is the quest that I accidentally started and then lost when I quit the game. Huh? What's that? Ah, is that our target? I don't even mind if these guys all attack us at once. Hi, buddy. Are you going to talk to us? There we go. So we've heard. Seems to be a popular sentiment around here. But let's see how accurate that really is, shall we? Well, that settles the mission Mrs. Gendo gave us. Now, what sort of fortune slip will we draw next, huh?
Freeze. You win.
We sure do. Okay. Is this something I can read? No, it's just a little lantern. Hello, little lantern. Alright, let's go turn it in. Over here. Go to see. Wait a minute. We don't have to turn this in, do we? Oh, right. We don't have to. Let's see. It was different. Aha! It was different today. Ha ha ha. Huh? Where did Miss Gendo go? Well, this is slightly distressing. Right? What if she doesn't return? How will Paimon know today's fortune? Huh? There's a slip here. Let Paimon have a look. We probably shouldn't. Doesn't matter. It could be a clue. Huh? This is the thieves' final destination. Investigate the strange occurrences at the marked location. Send in the Shumatsu to end traitors and criminals alike. I mean, I thought she was just an information distributor, but maybe if she tried this herself and then ran into trouble? Seems like we've got... Seems like we're to go to this place and receive further instructions? Let's go find out. Aye aye, Captain. A note left by someone. That's what we just read, right? So it should have a map on it. Let's... Whilst we descend slowly... I think we need to go here. It looks actually quite close to where Kazuha's friend's memorial is. Here, read. There. Cube, there. Okay. So, cube, this gorge here, I think. This is where the memorial is, isn't it? How dare you desecrate that grave? Hey, did I do that puzzle ever? I totally haven't done that puzzle. I should remember to do that puzzle. Oh, look, those guys are chatting. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Blowy. I'm on. This is the place, right? There's nothing special here. You shut up indeed, just as I expected. Who is this? You about to get attacked? Is it... You lose consciousness? Oh god, what have I gotten myself roped into? Am I in a cage? But I need to go do my resin. I can't be stuck again somewhere. Oh, it's you. Who are you exactly? And what are your intentions? Oh, did they figure out that we're not actually part of the Shumatsu? Oops. We're just trying to help with the chores around here. That's our line! What are you doing, Mrs. Gendo? Attacking us like that? How rude. Answer my question. I'm Vega. Oh, I know your name's alright. Now tell me, where did you hear the secret code from? Where did we hear the secret code from? Paimon told me. Please listen to me. This is how it happened. We found an abandoned camp on a hill. Right, the part that I missed. You recount the tale of the abandoned camp and the tattered notes. I read some notes, apparently? I see. So chanced upon those notes. In that case, Momoka must be... Is somebody hurt? Can I have that precious chest over there? Who's Momoka? Wow, that's me talking. She was the one who penned those notes, and she was a colleague of mine. Unfortunately, she will no longer be able to continue serving Inazuma. A true shame. I'm sure you must have many questions. I suppose it couldn't hurt to answer them. Oh, this is her backstory quest that you guys are telling me about. Momoka and I are both ninja of the Shumatsuban, like, Sayu. Our task is to rid Inazuma of external threats, and these strips of paper are one of the ways in which we communicate our missions. As a result, we have also endured a lot of resentment and peril. For example, from those dangerous people who have infiltrated our nation. Monstaters. Fatui! No, absolutely, it's the Monstaters, isn't it? What do you mean, Monstaters? That's right. We use secret codes to identify our comrades. However, each person's secret code is unique. It seems that Momoka deliberately left her secret code behind in a bid to inform us of the situation. She was attempting to lure the enemy who would want to use that secret code out. So, you thought that was us. So you found that immediately, didn't you, Mrs. Gendo? Of course. That's why I had to ascertain the situation. But it truly was strange. I couldn't work it out. because we kept actually doing the things that you asked of us. If you really were Sneznian's spies, then why would you go and complete the missions as ordered without reporting the matter back to the Fatui? As such, I believe your story about the abandoned camp. From your actions, I can see that while you only matched the secret code up out of curiosity at first, you're friends, and not foes of Inazuma. I love how we're just face completely blocked. Paimon gets to see, though. That's good. Well, that's our name cleared. But Paimon's still a little peeved that you've just taken us for free labor this whole time, Miss Gendo. Was that person really you, though? I see you've noticed. Yes, the Gendo who gave you missions afterwards is an imposter. What? I agree, what? As I was telling you, I was set upon by some Fatui spies. I do know a thing or two about ninja arts myself, so I faked my death to fool them. Holy cow, she was having a whole, not literally, a whole spy movie in the background of all this, wasn't she? We thought we were just getting fortune slips, tee-hee, fun little quest. She was faking her death, replacing herself. Afterward, they simply had one of their own people disguise themselves as me and replace me. That's why she was so happy. No wonder she felt so off. No wonder she called the fortune slip by its proper name. She did. Eh? So does that mean that the kind-hearted Mrs. Gendo was a fake? Kind-hearted? I suppose she's been quite popular, huh? Well, either way, they must have assumed that you were a formal member of the Shumatsuban, and tried to use you to infiltrate our organization. This proved to be a good opportunity for me. While that imposter was out, I used methods of my own to bring you here. Listen well, I shall now give you a choice. Work for us as an external member. They do not yet know that I live, so the advantage is ours at present. What if I refuse? A reasonable suggestion? Alright. What if I refuse? You could certainly try. You could certainly try. Whatever the case might be, Vega, the Fatui are our enemies too. Why don't we work together? A wise choice. The supplies in the safe house are yours to use as you please. Oh, thank you kindly. Well then, I will be in touch in the event that something new comes up. May our cooperation be fruitful. Farewell. Bye! We've been recruited again. Shumatsu Gaiden. What does that mean? We appear to have been recruited again! Everywhere we go. If only it was this easy to get a job in real life. Apple, Sunsetia. Investigate, investigate. Lots of energy. I want to investigate. Why can't I investigate? There you are. Okay. I'm glad she just let us out of the cave, though. I was having an image of just being stuck in there indefinitely. Oh, my resin! I need to go do my resin. I should not be investigating every single little spark of light. I should be doing resin. But what about this radish? What if I missed the radish? Boop!
Is this
nice.
An answer from this world?
Thank you very much, Miss Rindo. Miss Gendo, that is. Okay. We got an achievement. Oh, we got a bunch of achievements also last time because of the chasm. Shumatsu Gaiden. Get caught up in the fight between the Shumatsuban and the Fatui. Oops! No way home. Break through the obstacles and meet up with Xiao and Perilous Trail. Layers of fear. Escape the mysterious space at the bottom of the chasm successfully. Of heart and soul. Complete Perilous Trail. Wow. It was such a good quest. Okay. Where do I... Is that the whole quest? Do you think there'll be more tomorrow? I don't know. Perhaps I should look into this. Perhaps not. I don't know. Where should I put myself? The chasm? Sumeru? You know what? Let's just go back to our starting point. I'm going to put myself here. I'm going to say bye for now. And I will be right back with you in approximately 1 second. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Alright. Inkonomiya time. So, quick recap. It has been over 2 weeks since I recorded what we just saw, which I believe was the fortune slip quest? I think so? If I'm remembering correctly. We are here in Inkonomiya to find... Well, we have the book. We're here to figure out how to make that book readable. And You might recall that I asked for a little bit of guidance back on my Economia videos, and several of you responded. Thank you so much. I've been given a couple different hints and clues. I have some comments that are in increasing levels of clarity? No, not clarity, but blatantness? I don't even know. Basically, I'm going to be utilizing the least obvious comment first, and then if we still can't find the book, I'm going to progressively look at more and more detailed responses, basically. So first, we need to look at this one. So it says, Book 1. According to the hint from the librarian, the island where the book is located is not shown on the map. And it says, carefully explore every corner of each island. Okay. Now that emphasis on carefully makes me think that I might have been in somewhat of the right area earlier. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go look at that island this one is the one that we right, because it's not there on the map. Yeah, so let's go look at that one. So basically, the plan for this segment is we're going to get these books and wrap up Economia. Depending on how long this takes, we might have time to do something afterwards, but the other thing is I also very much want to read this book. And I am assuming at this point that this book will, oh dear, change everything I ever thought I knew about this world. So it might take quite a bit of time to process. In which case we might not get to anything else today, but we shall see. Oop, out of the way. This is also, I suppose, I think, the first video I've recorded since deciding to just take things easy again, which is very nice. It's nice to be back in this headspace. And because of that, we might end up just having some fun. Doing the things that we want to do. But before we get to that part, what I want to do, first and foremost, is find this book. Is that the island there? Ooh, let's use our thing. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. That reminds me. Wishing. How much time do we have left? 1 hour and 1 minute. Okay. I'm thinking about trying for Xingqiu. As you know, we got very, very lucky with our weapon wishes. Oh my goodness. I don't like wishing on this banner, but it kind of went as well as it could have gone pretty much last time. I think, let's see, history. Unable to load. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So we could get one within 7. Okay, let's try to get a Xingqiu. I'm going to do single pulls, and I'm going to do them now just because the banner is leaving, and if I don't do it now, I will for sure forget to do it before it leaves. Or at least I'll lose track of time. Xingqiu, Xingqiu. Please! You work so hard for us. Xingqiu, please! That's a Sethos. Okay. Okay, we're going to keep going with our planned wishes, just down to 40. Xingqiu, please! Okay. But if we don't get him within the next 2, we're gonna stop there. I'm so happy right now. Really? Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. We just got Kazuha though, right? Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, we were at like 25 or 28. And we got Deha, I'm so sorry I don't know how to say her name. Which is fantastic, because I am absolutely planning to use her on Dragonspine. The Flame Incandescent. Deha's max HP is increased by 20%, and she deals bonus damage based on her max HP when using the following attacks: Molten Inferno and Leonine Bite. So let's see, is Molten Inferno... Which one's her ultimate and which one is her... Inferno is her skill and Bite is her ultimate. Oh, darn it. So that means... Bite is ultimate, so... Fight. Nice. Ultimate is increased by 6% and skill by 3.6. Cool. Based on her HP. So we really want to give her a lot of HP. Hopefully this stuff scales off HP too, right? It does. Oh, that's super interesting. She's stretching, except she's not. I'm so happy right now. Oh my goodness. Okay. Do I have any of these? Probably not. Emblem and tenacity. Energy recharge, burst damage, HP. Oh, this could actually be really good. Because her skill sits down that field, right? That can attack even when she's off field. And this is HP. This is good for her being basically like a tank, I feel like. I'm gonna give her some tenacity just for now. And we want to give her HP. So we'll give her this one. What's with all these defense artifacts? We'll give her this one, because it's the only one we have for that set. They're both HP. Delight. Oh no, you're not. Just didn't click. That's funny. Okay. Give her that. I guess we'll give her this one. I think I'm trying to build her right now as sort of an off-field... support, I suppose? I don't even know. There you go. She has something now. Can I level her at all? Probably not. Oh wait, whoa. I can. Well, let's wait for now. Just because I'm not planning to go back to Dragonspine immediately. Alright, oh, and Sethos. Oh my goodness. Sorry, Sethos. So we didn't get a Xingqiu, which is a little unfortunate because we use him so much. But it's okay. I'm sure he'll show up again in the future. Crit rate increased. Interesting. There's a crit build. Okay, another thing that happened that I'm reminded of now is Diluc over here hit friendship 10. So we get his name card. Wow. Master Creep has painted many eagles during his lifetime, but he never could have foreseen creating an eagle with such fire. Wow. Okay, so that's done there. Let's change our name card. So this does mean that I need to change my dailies team, because my dailies team is my friendship team. Wait a second. I equipped this and then forgot about it. Let's remember that, shall we? So I'm thinking that's something we will do today, changing the dailies team, but later. Oh, were they all sleeping? Are they alive? I think an HP bar on the big guy, but not the little guys. That's so cute. They're hanging out together. They have a little camp over there. I wonder if the hilly trolls are all sleeping, and that big guy is keeping them safe. We shall not bother them. Okay, so I'm looking around the edges, because they love to hide things off the edges of these things. There's a portal over there. I suppose we could take and see what happens. Is that a ledge down there? Might be. I'm tempted to take the portal and see if it sends us just somewhere random. Oh, darn it. And then I was going to say we come back and look down the edges, but I guess we're looking down the edges first. Ah! No. No, thank you. Oh, it's so nice to hear Okonomiya music. The piano is so nice. Can I climb back up? I might be able to. It's actually so surreal to see Kazuha again. I just finished recording both of the events that we wanted to watch before Sumeru. And he appeared in both of those. And it's actually really cool to play him again now that I know so much about him. Really fun consequence there. Okay. Didn't see anything down the edges. There might be more edges. And we could also check this guy over here. Carefully investigate, they said. So let us carefully investigate. Make sure we investigate everything there is to investigate. Alright, let's go ooh, wait a minute. What island is that? Is that one of the low kind? Oh, that's more that way, isn't it? That's the way. What is this? Please take us there. Is this an island that doesn't show up on the map at all? Oh my god. Well, that seems very promising, don't you think? Sending this right over here. Ooh, music changed. Over here we have some sort of ruins, it looks like. World quest? Another one? Oh, why do I feel like I'm coming home? Bishop Research Lab. Look at this! Yeah, we're nowhere. Amazing. I'm so happy. Let's find this world quest. Under us? Above us? There you are. Hi! This is the third group of people you've sent here on Okonomiya's last day. If you want to collect the experimental records, that is one of the things we need to collect, isn't it? Then I have nothing to say to you. Perhaps if you can convince the Erebos and Sengonomiya factions to cease their squabbling, we may yet discuss this. In any case, I'm on Sengonomiya's side. It's better that these records remain forever buried here in the darkness. Experimental records? What? You're not here to retrieve them? Then leave. But that said, no ordinary person should have been able to enter this place. Are you a Jibashiri? Or were you sent here by Sengonomiya to silence us? No, we're just... Well, aren't you the bright spark? What do you mean? We're here to watch you work. Huh. We're here to check on the measures you've taken to ensure the security of the records. Thinking quick on your feet, Vega. Whatever the case, your ability to get here indicates that you are no ordinary person. But I don't care whose side you're on. Leave this place. Better sooner than later. I've placed the records deep within the site, and the way can only be opened by activating an elemental monument. That will require a large amount of elemental energy. Once everyone leaves Byakuyakoku, the baptismal vishops will be let loose. These have been raised to react to a special kind of elemental energy. Baptismal vishops here are all an enhanced variety, and they have a very high chance of passing their unique traits on to their offspring. In a few years, this place will be swarming with powerful baptismal vishops. As such, the records shall be as safe as can be. Wouldn't it be safer to just have the records burnt? That was the option that I favored, but our research team is split, and it's not as if I don't understand the other perspectives. We're saving Watatsumi! We're heroes! We're going to be the villains in this story, aren't we? Both these views have merit. And besides, leaving the truth to a generation that can forgive us for what we've done? That is an option I can also forget. That is an option that I can also accept. Looking at you, you must either be a Jibashiri or one of Sengonomiya's retainers. Tell the higher-ups this, that Michiya will remain in the restricted zone until the moment of departure comes to ensure that no one else approaches the area. So that makes you Michiya, then? Although, I'll probably have to change my name once we get up to the surface to start a new life. Still, our wrongdoings are not so easily wiped away. Okay, so this is very... Talk to the afterimage. Yeah, so, V-Shop research area. That's intense, because weren't these guys at war with the V-Shops for generations? As for the rest, I shall not say. And so that's why there's V-Shops all over here, because these guys sort of developed them into a special type and then released them afterwards to protect the ruins. Well, protect whatever they've hidden in the ruins, to be more precise. You've gotten better at pulling the wool over someone's eyes again, huh? What was he talking about just now? Something about lighting the elemental monument to obtain the records? The monument will summon dangerous baptismal V-Shops, though, so we should prepare ourselves first. And thank you, Paimon. Aha! Ooh, cryo! I have cryo. One thing I've also been thinking about is... How many am I fighting? Just one. Oh, Hydro over there, Electro over there. Let's do this all at the same time, shall we? Ooh, no, you look super cryo-y. Oh wait, this is water. Let's get out of the water. Can't fight in the water. Alright, come here. Please. Yay. Okay.
So sorry.
One thing I've been thinking about is, what do I want my party to look like in Inazuma? Inazuma? What am I saying? In Sumeru.
Rain outlines your fate.
Because I typically like to change my party with each region.
What's the hurry?
And then I stick on that party for as long as it fits. Hey, buddy! So you're an Electro one, aren't you? And yes, indeed, these skills have been passed down to their descendants because we... We've seen the baptismal V-Shops around here harnessing elemental energy. And actually, you know what? That answers a question I had way back at the beginning, didn't it? I was just curious about how these guys were able to use elemental energy. They are very connected to the elements. But it was interesting to me that they use the exact same kind of elemental energy that we're familiar with. Anyhow, so, new region, new party, probably. But you guys have also been offering offering me a lot of advice in the comments, mostly about collecting fungi in this case, and about how using certain elements on the fungi will cause their drops to change, which is something that I remember from a tutorial. The game did warn us about that, or inform us about that, I suppose. It's not necessarily a bad thing. But the drops that we are most likely going to want, as I understand it, are the ones that are not impacted by the element. So we want to avoid electro and pyro, I think are the two. Any others? I think it's just those two. When fighting fungi, at least. So my first plan was, well, I love Hyperbloom, and I'd love to get Hyperbloom out on the main team for once. Ooh, there are things to investigate in here. So I could do... Traveler's going to be on the team. That's guaranteed. I always keep the Traveler on the main team. That is how I like to play this game. And I'm assuming the Traveler will be Dendro at a certain point. So, there you are. If we assume Dendro for the Traveler, then for Hyperbloom we could do Xingqiu, Kuki perhaps, and then we have one free slot. And so we could do Kazuha, because we love that crowd control, and he's very powerful in terms of the characters I have. Or we could throw a Pyro in there for Burgeon, and then what that would mean is we would go down to 2 usable characters when fighting fungi, unless we wanted to do normal damage. Or we could do a second Dendro character on that 4th slot. These are just some ideas I'm throwing around. And I'll need to come up with a decision soon. Another idea that I'm also kind of fond of is a prototype team, take them into Sumeru, and modify it as need be when encountering various circumstances and various enemies. Because usually I have my initial team, and then it changes once or twice, and I'll settle on a final version. Oh, excellent. So maybe what we'll do is... I like Traveler, Xingqiu, Kuki. That also gives us 2 healers, which is nice. And we could do Kazuha, or we could bring in Kirara, who we haven't technically met yet. And so that doesn't fit what I like to have in terms of familiarity with the characters on the team. But she probably has a hangout, right? I could just do her hangout and meet her. But then that would delay us a little bit more getting into Sumeru. But then again, we are no longer in any rush. So... ideas. I'm really just brainstorming right now, I hope you don't mind. Okay, I'm supposed to speak to a shade in the restricted area. So let us switch back the darkness, because shades do not show up during white nights. Restricted area. Above us? Below us? If it's restricted, I assume it's below us. But let's see if there's anyone inside this thing, now that we've switched it back. Hopefully there's a way to get in to the top. Nope. Please. Well, let's just hope there's no one in here. There probably is, though. But I don't see a puzzle to unlock that area. And there's no way to get in there with that door up there. Okay, well let's head back over here. Oh hey, look at that. Key sigil spots. Very good design there. You venture out, you explore, you switch it back to Evernight because of the shade, you turn around and you see the sigils. Hopefully there isn't one in White Knight too. I'm looking for a mirage to indicate that there's a 3rd sigil needed. If I have 4 of those left, it tells me I probably have 4 unsolved puzzles. Maybe they let us keep 1 of each though. Kind of like the oculi. For collection purposes.
On the road.
Okay. Okay. It's so dark I can't even see the entrance. Over here? Great. Pillar. Talk to the shade in the restricted area. Was it? Wait a minute. I can track to this, can't I? Where are you, buddy? Wait, what's this? Collect? Unlock? Locked, locked, locked. Wait, why are you locked? Oh, I see. I've unlocked them, but I haven't unlocked them. Well, let's see. Is Kirara on here? Well, here's Kuki. We like Kuki. How many? It takes 2 keys. Oh, there actually isn't a key out one. Okay, well, there goes that plan. Let's unlock Sayu's, because that's an order. There you go. Congrats, Sayu. Then... Oh, I was going to do Kuki, but actually Goro's next, isn't he? We'll unlock Goro. There we go. And now we have 2 left, but we're out of keys. That's fine. That means I can start collecting them. Okay. Ruin Guard? Somebody's stomping around. Hello? A very big being is stomping around, and I don't see them. So that indicates that there's more to see, though. Quite lovely. Let's go upstairs. It really sounds like it's coming from below. Oh, it is. Wait, let's fight this guy. Did you really respawn, or where did you come from?
Cool it.
No, my sword.
Maybe if I defeat it, I will get something. Something will happen. Some researcher will pop out of nowhere and say, "Hey you, how did you defeat our super powerful V-Shops?"
Freeze. Into the wind.
Or nothing will happen. That works too. Okay, let's go upstairs then. Seriously, how did I not see that before? Bizarre. Anyways, okay, up we go. If we don't see anything up, at least we will have a better vantage point. We might see something elsewhere. Wait, I was going to track. Ah, my memory. What is it these days? Tricolor file. Aha! Oh, I'm in the area. Oh, is it down there? See the monuments. Are any of these cliffside areas within reach of this area? Let's check. You want me to go back down? Okay, well, that tells us that we need to be down, I guess. Oh, such mysterious music. I love it. This is the carefully explore each island, isn't it? I'm exploring this little area over here. Mint! Yay! Oh, there's another portal there. Well now, that's good to know. Let's keep that in mind. Seems like we have more to do on this island, but maybe that will be next. That's where we came from. This is the experimental site. Okay, so we're looking for records. We're looking for them here. Floor seems pretty sturdy. It's probably not under the floor. It does seem like we're missing one monument. It would be over there, no? One there. One there. It'd be really funny if the 4th was Animo. Perfectly tailored to my team. Huh. Do you think it needs to be White Knight? Sconces, sure. It's a very small area to look through, so... Looking for sparkles. I don't see any, though. Look inside here. Aha! Of course it was the first room. We saw the... we got the thing! We got the thing. Of course. The first room with the water made me think I should investigate all the other rooms because they're going to make us think that there's nothing in there, but actually there is. It was the first room all along. How? Okay. I want to investigate that portal that we saw. It was upstairs, but on which side? I know it's not this side, but this is where we saw it from. So... Oh, it is here. Great. Hi, buddy. Where do you want to take us? That away. Wait, are these more islands that don't show up? No, that's a Dainichi Mikoshi. Oh, you're just sending us back, are you? Hello, little manta ray. You're not going very quickly. Are you just hanging out today? Relaxing? Where is this sending us? I feel like it's going to send us somewhere important, but we shall see. Alright, so that's one more book. I think I have 3 out of 5 now? 4 out of 5, maybe? And the last one is the one that the ordinary citizen has, isn't it? What is that I saw? Just coral. Okay, let's check our quests. So, that thing is gone. This is waiting still. It hasn't pinged me yet, so I'm guessing I need to do something first. Okay, so we need our last book. This is talking to us. Oh, hey, that's right, this thing. Look, Perilous Trail. We get a wish. Yay! Tempting. Does that mean that we should wish one more time since we're above 40 again? Wishing show? We have half an hour. Is it really worth it? I mean, he'll show up again, right? I'm wanting to wish for him because he shows up here, I know, but I don't want to spend these resources trying to get him. I want to save those for an emergency. So I'm very tempted to wish. Let's go see what the comments say about this last book. It says, oh, this book is not in Enconomia. Okay. So let us start by not being in Enconomia. Where... Definitely Watatsumi is where I want to look first. Ooh, hello. Ooh, let's do that. Let's go do an actual daily for once. And we're going to just kind of wander around, I suppose? Probably behind a world quest, right? Right? So we should look for world quests. And where's this fog? Ooh, there's a bunch of it. Okay.
Windstrider.
An enemy that just... No, okay.
Time to go.
I think we can collect any of this wood. Ah! Oh, I see. It's a lightning strike. Can I collect this?
Time to go.
Okay. Yoink. And I'm expecting enemies at this point. Let's try the wood first. Ooh, nice. Otogi? What do we think? What do we think? Yes. Excellent. Out of the way. Oh, no enemies. Just Bale Thunder. Okay. So, world quests. I know there's a world quest here. Let's go check the village. People read books, people live in the village. Book and village? Where is village? Where'd village go? Wait a minute. I know there's a village here somewhere. I read a bunch of books from that village. Oh, around the cliff. Okay. You can tell I really haven't been here in a while. Please head to Enconomia. Well, let me look for this book first, please. You know what I would really love is that... Ooh, wait a minute. Challenge over there. I would really love that treasure compass for Inazuma. I think I do have a reputation reward, don't I? Should we go grab that before we do much else? Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay, we're going to go grab that before we really dig into the exploring here. Probably going to be another world quest, so... Let's do this now. I don't think it's compass time. I think it's something else, though. That's my reputation. Let's go ahead. I'm going to accept these while we're here. Not the bounties. Whoops. The requests. Let's see. Icicle. There are monsters. Oh no! You guys looking for ores? He almost died. Guy needs electro crystals for a mask. Oh, is that the guy at the festival area? I want to play, but my sister's busy at work. Aw, want to play with some eggs. Interesting. Sure. Let's enable this. Okay. We get, ooh, name card and recipe. I should get 2. Oh, that's funny. What was the second thing? Electroculus resonance stone. Well, that's very helpful. Not the one that I was hoping for. It's next, level 9. How close are we? Not close at all. I need to do my bounties and my requests. So, to make the Electroculus resonance stone, teleport? Just doing some Inazuma wrap-up, so once again we find ourselves in Inazuma. Oh, is this quest nearby? We might be able to do that while we're here. Or are you taking us to Octave of the Mashiro? That is another quest that I plan to do. But not today. Oh, wow, look at that thing. Let's not use it though, because I know we have a ton marked on the map. This is novel. Where's my delightful little egg quest? Oh, over there? Sure. Let's go check on the tree while we're at it. Yes, we have plenty of oculi marked on the map. Who wants to raise some birds? Adorable. Here you go. Be very gentle with the eggs, okay? Good. Anyhow. Oculi, we will collect them eventually. As we are wrapping up our Inazuma duties. Hello, tree. Ooh, just barely not enough. Okay, great. Alright, and then back to the village. Right over here? Yep, it is. And again, I'm going to be assuming that there's a world quest in front of this book. Because the other ones have had such things. But in that case, we need to be careful, because there might be a world quest just for the sake of a world quest. Maybe it would be a good idea to look at those comments and see if you guys have told me exactly which one to go for. But on the other hand, maybe I could just do a random Inazuma world quest. Village Elder. You seem like the type to hold an ancient book in your hands. What do we think? I'm gonna go take a peek. Not in Economia. Okay, wait a minute. Interesting. Wait a minute. I looked at my next comment up. Let's see, South? My next comment up in terms of detail says that to find the book held by a normal person, go to the teleporter south of the Dainichi Mikoshi. Is that what it was? Is that the right one? Do we hope? South of... Oh no, main waypoint. Okay. Breakable wall behind a ruin guard. So, Dainichi Mikoshi. Main... Do you think this one's... Would you call this one the main teleporter? I would. And then go south. So if this is north... South? Or do we think south like that way? Well, let's go this way first. There's stairs, so we might as well. We're looking for a ruin guard. Do you think it's a functioning ruin guard? Because then in that case we could probably track it. Ruin guard. I've definitely seen ruin guards down here before. Let's see if we can track a ruin guard. Enemies. Easy. No. Elite. There you are. Navigate. Darn. Excuse me. Taking us all the way out there again. We could go around the map, just, you know, attacking all ruin guards. Oh, hello! You look like a ruin guard, and that looks like a breakable wall. We need an archer, though. For this sort of thing, we need an archer.
Leave it to me.
Ha ha ha. Oh, did we wake him up? We sure did. Hi, buddy. I guess Amber's on the party for now. Hi, Amber.
Dodge this.
Oh, everybody's a little bit too close. Let's see what we can do here. Before that goes... That cryo goes out, but I guess Baron Bunny got it instead. That's fine. Ah, wrong button? Yes, it was.
Oh, so sorry.
Lightning flash.
We don't have Xingqiu for our shatter, but that is a-okay. Just trying to see what Amber can do these days.
Into the wind. Dodge this.
No one escapes my sight.
Come on, buddy. They always have a little bit of invincibility after you paralyze them.
Bet you can't keep up with.
Can't paralyze them again for a little while. Oop, no thank you. And energy goes to Amber. You're working so hard for us. Thank you, Amber. Let's see. I wonder what her talent's like these days. 767? Compared to 8? That I normally keep everybody else up? Ooh. Ooh. I want to bring up Kazuha's talents, actually. Can I upgrade this? I could, but it'll take a lot of resources. Okay. Thank you, Amber. Incho, you're up.
May knowledge guide.
I honestly can't believe that happened. Is it over yet? 9 minutes. I want to watch it flip over. That's always really fun. Wait, what's that? What's this? Oh, right, from the, interpretation reward. Well, we found an open spot. Okay. I hear a mage, but I think that's the one that's above us. And it's been so long since I've done these puzzles, I actually forget how they work. You... Do I hit you? Yes. Okay, great. And then you, I'm guessing I need to switch day and night for. So, where's the closest switcher? There's probably one nearby, since there's a puzzle here. Ooh. Oh, there we go. That works. Just have to find a creative way to get back up to where we were. Lovely. As we're doing this, I must give my sincere gratitude to the people who have given me some guidance in the comments, because I would not have found that wall anytime soon without it. I probably honestly looked at that wall already and didn't even do anything about it because of those, barrels? Ahaha! Ooh, my, okay. So,
I'll keep this close.
I need to switch it again. That wall shouldn't move while we're back out, which is good. That one sigil. Was that an enemy thing just noticing this, or was that Kazuha's maple leaf theme being maple leafy? But I saw something red near us. Okay. No, I should not focus on this sigil for now because it's hard to get. It's hard for us to get back up. Okay, we'll come back for you later. Running, running, running. Truly the anthem of this game. Running and climbing, even. Back in here. Oh, here we go. Hopefully we have enough. Oh, okay. Do we need to go back to that thing, do you think? Okay, I'm going to take a picture with my phone. Wow. Okay. Let me actually bring that picture back up so I can actually see it instead of immediately putting the picture away. Okay. So, where was this little building again? Here? Here. Okay, let's go here. Oh, hello. Hopefully this is the right place to do this. So we start with the outside Ina, or Watatsumi circle. Okay. And then orb with a pearl. And then wave. And then other wave. And then breaking wave. Ah, I cannot believe how many combinations this one room has. I feel like we should just keep doing it over and over again. And see what we get.
I'll keep this close.
It was there! That's all of them! But yeah, I feel like we should just do every permutation. Except I don't remember which ones we've done. We've done this one, we've done the one we just did. We did one in the middle there too. What are you talking to us about? Night Changer. Oh, I see. Do we want to try to find that one? Let's try to find that one key sigil, just while we remember where it is. It's this way, right? Looking for our wall that we blew up. Ooh! I've gone too far, have I? Is it more this way? How do you lose an entire blown up wall and puzzle? Very easily, apparently. Yep, I have no idea where that was. Wait, that's really funny. Where on earth? feel like we've already passed it. Ah, well, okay. Not the time for that then. Nope. I lie. I want to keep trying. Let's go down this way. Fly around, see what we see. There it is. I think. Looks right. Yep, there it is. Okay. Our wall should be right around there. There it is. Great, we're in the right area. And there is our key sigil queue. Right here. Below us, almost certainly. Ooh, those guys are having fun. Don't tell me this is the place where I have looked for ages for that one key sigil and haven't found it. Don't tell me this is that same spot. Is this the library? No, we're on the wrong island for the library. Ooh, in there? See it being in there? Okay, let's fight these guys. Ouch.
Rain outlines your fate.
I'm stuck on some coral.
Freeze.
Take this!
Okay, this guy's done. Is that everybody? Oh, wow. I was absolutely expecting this other archer to still be alive. Oops. Okay.
Time to go.
Sorry about that, guys. Just didn't want you attacking me whilst I tried to explore, because I knew that you would. Here's... there you are! Thank you! Should I cook something? It is Monday. Well, actually, no, it's not. I didn't cook anything yesterday. But I think I've maxed out my battle pass, and I think the battle pass is gone anyways, so we will not cook anything. Great, I'm super happy to get that key sigil. They're so rare these days. Let's go talk to M. Was that your name? M? Emma? Let us navigate. Emma, right. And then, if we can get to another floor of the library, we can at last get that other key sigil that has been taunting me.
No, my sword!
And this Sealy. I'm actually so excited. Library, please tell me your secrets. Ah, it's you. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything, or anything. How are things going with the unreturned books? You show Emma the 5 books you collected? You got them all? These 4 books are the ones I'm looking for, yes, but what's with this copy of The Serpent and Drakes of Tokoyo? Tokoyo Koku. It doesn't have the unified cover that our collection uses, and I can't read a word of it. Oh, it must be a modern version based on the original. Well, we actually can't read your script, but we can confirm that this is the right book. Really? You're not just trying to trick me, are you? I mean, I'm not trying to make life hard for you, but I think I might get another anxiety attack. Could you tell me what this book is about? You tell Emma about Watatsumi Omikami's victory over the Baptismal Bishop? That is the story of this book, yes. Well, if you say so, I'll believe you. Now that all the books are back, it's like a weight has been lifted off my back. Guess I won't have to look after that deep-sea spirit herb after all. You know what? I've decided that when I get up above the surface, I'm going to become a master of raw fish dishes. A little preemptive revenge there. After tomorrow, come look for me on Watatsumi Island. I'll show you what I can do. Do you make raw fish dishes often, Emma? Not really. Haven't touched a kitchen knife in my life, really. But I'm the only one who has read a lot of the books about Narukami Island cuisine. You might even consider me the first person in Byakuyakoku to know about the thing they call sashimi. Just be careful not to cut yourself, alright? Yes, do be careful. Huh, I won't argue with you further. I'll let my cooking do the talking. Just you wait. Alright then, please help me put the books back on that shelf over there. Shelf. Return the books to their shelves. Anything else to say? I should start thinking about what I should call my future restaurant. I wonder if her restaurant still exists. We should go find it. Return the books. Return the book. 29 meters. This way. Oh! I almost fell down. Oh boy. Can I go? Oh! Return lost book. Use the above items to return the 5 lost books. Confirm. It was in the painting. I thought it was on the shelf, but it was in the painting. At last. Investigate the picture frame. Portal, portal! If Tokoyo Okami knew about this. I'm so happy right now. Thank you so much to everybody who gave me their help. Archive, archive. No, 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 no! I want that last one. I'm getting that last one before Sun and Moon added to the archive. You can't catch me. I'm too fast. Sealy. Where's the Sealy? Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a Sealy. Hi, buddy. I have been looking for you. Oh my god, we have it. We have it at last. Okay. Oh, we're definitely going to read the whole thing immediately. Ooh, my.
I'll keep this close.
Don't mind if I do. Oh, wait, let's check on the banner. I want to see if it's changed. Whoa! Look it! There's nothing there! That's super cool. That is super cool. Up we go! I am so excited. Okay, so we have to read this whole thing. We've got to choose a nice place with nice music. The key sigil! That's right, the key sigil! Oh, and look, the books look just like the books that we collected. That's pretty cool. I'm so happy right now. Well, let's read what we can read in this lower level of the library. As far away from the gaze of Celestia as we can get, you know. I'm drinking some water to prepare myself for reading a lot of books. Okay, so before we dive into this, I'm trying to think, do I have any... I mean, I was going to say, do I have any final theories? I think this book has been hyped up so much. I think whatever's in there is going to really blow my mind. Let's put it that way. I'm getting all prepared here. Okay, wait, I should get my notes ready. Paper, I need paper. Paper acquired. Let me see. Do I have any expectations for this book? I am imagining it's before the Sun and Moon. It's like from before the gods, right? So I'm guessing it's from when the world was all one civilization? Or that might be mentioned? I'm wondering if it will talk about the sages. I'm wondering if it will talk about the dragons. Because we learned about dragons with Zhongli's quest. I'm wondering if it'll talk about will and erosion. I wonder if it'll talk about time. I am wondering, I have one note here, which is just a realization I had that I wanted to mention at some time before Sumeru, and now seems as good a time as any. It might be related to what we're about to read, maybe not. I've noticed that there's an important tree in every region. In Mondstadt, it was Vanessa's tree. In Liyue, it's the tree above Eishtaha, I suppose. In Inazuma, it's the Sacred Sakura, which is a very important tree. And, I mean, you could also talk about the subregions a little bit. Dragonspine also has a tree, but it has a different feeling than the other trees. I don't know. So, that just seems like a theme, and I'm curious to see if that will develop further in Dendro, famously the land of plants, right? So, in Sumeru, which is Dendro, the land of plants, right? So, I'm so sorry you're tired, Vega, but we're about to read a book. This is exciting. Commissions. Almost done. Alright. I have no further thoughts. I'm ready for all my theories to be upended. Let us read this book. Where is it? Books. Where is it? Where is it? If it's not complete, I will cry. No, I won't. But, oh, Byakuya collection. Do you think it's in there? I think it is, probably. I'm just checking to make sure I don't miss anything. Aw, Flowers for Princess Official. Oh, I should read that. That's really cute. Okay. Feline Byakuya Volume 1. So are all the books, have they all been turned into this? I'm not looking at this yet. I'm looking at the scroll bar on the side. I guess they're all in here. Let's read it. Oh my god, my anticipation is unreal. Volume 1. Mysteries creation conceals. The sun and moon omens reveal. Three corners in darkness shrouded. The void by 5 saints clouded. Here we go. Already we have a saint mention. 5 saints, the void. Another word for the abyss, possibly, except a void is usually an emptiness. Mysteries creation versus void, sun and moon. Okay, cool. The universe has no beginning and no end, and so it was with the land that once was. Are you telling me there was a universe before this one? Sure. Or at least a land, possibly in the... Okay, let's keep reading. But this matters not to us, for the land that bears us no longer has anything to do with that eternity without start or ceasing. So said the lone sage Abaraku to the first Sunchild. The Sunchild had long intended to punish Abaraku. Summoning the sage before the throne in this manner was but an additional way of making things difficult for him before detaining him. Legend has it that Abaraku was opened up to wisdom by Tokoyu Okami, and was thus able to bring light to Enkonomiya, which had till then never seen the sun. But the Sunchild grew jealous of his talents, thus imprisoning him for life. Yet these children of the sun never considered that had Abaraku not created that underground star, they would never have existed in the first place. The origin of heaven and earth is like the chicken and egg, and are not dragons and snakes kin? No sooner had the sage Abaraku uttered these words than he was overthrown by troops lying in ambush. Okay, let's write that down. Dragons and snakes kin? Because we know that dragons were a thing, right? 7 sovereigns, was it? And snakes, we know that Okami is a snake, kind of ish, right? Anyways, thoughts on that? Perhaps later. At that time, Enkonomiya had only just been brought... I think we've read this before, by the way. A lot of this is sounding very familiar. If we haven't read this in One Piece, we've read pieces of it here and there. This might be the first book that we got from the publishing house in Inazuma. At that time, Enkonomiya had only just been brought some room to breathe by the appearance of the sun. The dragon heirs loved the dark and shunned the light, and thus could no longer act with impunity. The days when the dragon heirs would rampage and graze upon humanity like so much grass had, at last, come to an end, for the people of Enkonomiya finally had the means to resist. Yet it came to pass that the flaws in human nature would rear their ugly heads even before such outside threats could be quelled. The people chose a Sunchild, crowned him king, and worshipped him, and yet he ruled with a brutal hand, framing the righteous. Unnumbered years would pass before a young child of Enkonomiya would make a wager with his peers. Alone, he would dive beyond the 3 corners, evading the trail of the dragon heirs. The dragon heirs, of course! In search of a dragon bone flower. But what he found instead within a great cavern was a mighty serpent, one he had never seen before. Somehow, as he gazed upon the serpent's titanic form, the child felt no fear, but instead, kind of kinship. I am the profane serpent. Though my servants are numberless, one mortal now dwells in my shadow. That I have fallen into this realm and that we should meet. Perhaps this is fate. Again, that theme of meeting someone, the chances are so astronomical that perhaps it's always fate. You are not one of my people, but you are human nonetheless. Speak your desire, and I shall hear it. Could you, then, perchance, become our god? Thus did they, human and serpent, go forth to face the royal authority of the Sunchild and the incursions of the dragon heirs beyond. Thus was the curtain raised on the turning of the tide. Yay! We've definitely read that before. Always good to review them. Volume 2. What we wish to record is the tale of how heaven's will took shape on the earth below. Oh my god. O heavenly gods, these creations are your works. Grant us divine wisdom. Let us endlessly record. When the doves held branches, when the eternal throne of the heavens came, the world was made anew. I wonder how that was it destructive? Oh dear. Then the true lord, the primordial one, came forth and did battle against the 7 terrifying sovereigns, dragon lords of the old world. Okay, writing that down. Okay, wrote that down. I wasn't sure how to encapsulate all the thoughts, so I just took basic notes. So the primordial one is theoretically the one who defeated the 7 sovereigns. It feels like a prophecy is coming true right now, I swear. The foreshadowing is so good. And it's Though I suppose at this point it's less foreshadowing and more that we've been reading bits and pieces here and there, hints and whatnot. You know what's interesting? Is if this information... I'm trying very hard not to look at anything in the future, by the way. I'm just not looking at any of the loaded paragraphs. I'm looking at my little volume bar bouncing as I speak, actually. So, what's very interesting is a lot of these hints that we've read, we got them from the archive, our enemy archive, I suppose you could say. Because I remember reading about the 7 sovereigns on the description for the V-shops. So if this information is so controlled and so restricted, then from what source of information are we drawing when we read the archive? Whose knowledge is that? How are we able to access it? On the other hand, maybe we could say that the character is not privy to that information, it's just us as the player who is, and in this case, this is when our traveler is learning this information at last. Okay, the primordial one created shining shades of itself, and the number of these shades was 4. Okay. Splits into 4 shades. Okay. On Fanes, or the primordial one. The primordial one may have been Fanes, okay? It had wings and a crown. Wings. Writing this down. Fanes. Did I hear say that? Fanes? Fanes? I want to say it's Fanes. This would be Greek again if they're pulling from real-life ancient languages, and... oh, maybe it is fun. Oh, I don't know Greek pronunciation well enough. Fanes. Wings. This is especially interesting considering I just watched that, the event with the Summertime Fantasia one, and there was a cutscene with a bird, and I was very curious about that bird symbolism. Wings and a crown, and was birthed from an egg. Androgynous in nature. Very bird-coded here. But for the world to be created, the egg shell had to be broken. Huh. However, Fanes, the primordial one, used the eggshell to separate the universe, the microcosm of the world. So is the shell the sky, basically? Making a huge assumption here. Shell is sky, and there's a broken hole in it? Maybe that's how we got in. From space. 40 years after the held branches. 40 years entombed the flames, and 40 summers churned the seas. This is just like what we read with the crown artifacts. The 7 sovereigns were vanquished, and the 7 nations submitted to the heavens. The primordial one, the great sovereign, began the creation of heaven and earth for our sake, who is us. Write that down, actually. Who created that of its creations which it cherished most, who would soon appear upon this earth. Okay, branches. Right, something about branches. We should read those crowns again. I'm trying to read more artifacts, not reread old ones. 400 years after the held branches, the mountains and rivers were made, and the seas and oceans accepted those who rebelled and those who would not kneel. The seas and oceans accepted those who rebelled. The primordial one and its shades created the birds of the air, the beasts of the earth, and the fish of the sea. Together, they also created flowers, grass, and trees, before, finally, creating humans, our ancestors, numerous as the stars in the sky, uncountable as the sand on the shore. From that time, our ancestors made a covenant with the primordial one, and so entered into a new age. Do you suppose that covenant is still in effect, even if nobody remembers it anymore? Writing that down. Okay. The timeline here is very interesting, because 40 years after the branches, whatever that means, the resolution of the, what is it called? Archon War? 7 sovereigns were vanquished. The 7 nations submitted to the heavens. I'm thinking 7 nations submitted to the heavens means that the whole Archon system got set up. But the Archon War was between gods, not gods and sovereigns. It seems like the sovereigns were gone before then. Or maybe they were defeated during that same war, who knows? The timeline is very interesting. Because it almost seems like, you know, mountains and rivers and fish and trees were invented after, 400 years after, the Archon War, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Unless years in this sense are a different unit, or unless this is a cycle. And this has all happened before. And these things were created after the first cycle. And so us being in a later cycle already have them. The year of the Ark's opening. The primordial one had a sacred plan for humans. As long as they were happy, it too rejoiced. Oh, that's good. The Ark, though, what is that? Have you heard of an Ark in the story? We haven't. The year after the Ark's opening. And typically an Ark means, fleeing from something else, or journeying from one place to another. People worked the land, and so came the first harvest. The people mined, and so reaped the first crop of precious ore. People gathered, and the first poems were written. The year of Jubilee. If there was hunger, the heavens would bring down food and rain. If there was poverty, the earth would bring forth its riches. If melancholy were to spread, the heavens would reply with their voices. The one taboo was to succumb to temptation, but the path to temptation had already been sealed. Okay, writing that down. We're getting kind of heading in the direction of sins again, which we've seen a lot in this. So I'm trying to talk and write at the same time. It doesn't work. Okay, yeah. So we've seen sins being a big theme, especially in Economia. And we might have, if we saw a little bit somewhere else as well, I don't quite recall where. So I'm wondering if this temptation thing is going to, right? Temptation leads to sin or something. Let's see. The funerary year. The second throne of the heavens came, and the war was rekindled, as it was in the world's creation. Ah, okay, yeah, so repeated wars. And the world's creation was the first one, presumably. Or after the first one. That day, the heavens collapsed, and the earth was rent asunder. Our ancestors and their ancestral land fell into this place during that conflict. The era of darkness had begun. Right, because... Okay, it's coming together. The first year of darkness. The people of the seven sovereigns had found refuge in the oceans, and the dragon heirs of the depths ruled this particular place, which led to a war between them and our ancestors. People? I mean, we know that there was a war against the V-shops, because the V-shops attacked Economia. But were there also people on the V-shop side? Were the V-shops protecting them? Or do you think people in the sense means the V-shops themselves, who are, as far as we know, sentient like a human might be? Our ancestors chased them into the shadows with the light of 1,000 lanterns, and they hid in those shadows, hunting us. But there was only darkness in this place, and so their hunting grounds were untrammeled. The prayers of the people turned into lamentations, but the primordial one and its 3 other shining shades could not hear. Shining shades, darkness. So, for whatever reason, the oceans, and maybe not necessarily the oceans, but the darkness really cuts you off from the primordial one. The parable of the sun. In a dark cavern, there lived a group of people who had never seen the light. Among them was a sage who had once seen the sun, and he told the gathered folk about what life under the sun was like, and about the great might of the sun. Seeing that they did not comprehend, he lit a torch, and thus did people come to worship the flame, believing it to be the sun. They even got used to a life of darkness and fire. When the sage died, someone would monopolize the flame. Using it, they would cast a long shadow over the land. Okay, somebody saw the sun? The parable of the leathed lotus. A lotus that causes all who look upon it to forget their troubles. A ship captain, searching for the way back to the surface, discovered a tribe of people who ate these lotuses. Some crew members stayed in that place. Others rejected that temptation. Temptation showing up again. Life is a boundless ocean of suffering. We are only searching for the way home. Oh dear. The third year of darkness. We knew the only one who had not forsaken us as the ruler of time. She was the moment, she was every moment. She was the measure of 1,000 winds, and the sun and the moon. She was every second of joy, every moment of rage, every instant of longing, every minute of obsession. She was every flash of delirium. We call her Kairos, or the ruler of the unchanging world. We dare not speak her true secret name, and so I pen it here only once and in reverse. Something HT. Let us write that down immediately. So, okay. Kairos, just like the awards that you can get. Amazing. Kairos time. And what is her name? I'm so bad at reading backgrounds. I'm just going to write it. Tarot. H. Oh. Where's my note? Where's my note? I'm gonna put these two notes next to each other and just look at them with great satisfaction. Put a little arrow, put a little line, put a little time, put a little circle. I swear, I need red string at this point. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, there was a little bit of chaos back here. My notes are sticky notes, if you're curious. And I put that note up on the wall, and it immediately fell off the wall and knocked over other notes, and things were falling. And I put them back, so we're good. We can continue. Okay. My sticky notes are getting old. This is why I keep losing things. I should probably, like, collect them and write them all down on one piece of paper, but it's just, they're so satisfying to see all the sticky notes. Anyway, we dare not speak her true secret name, so I pen it here only once and in reverse. And it says, Istara. I'm so happy right now. I'm so glad, actually, that I didn't read this until after Raiden Shogun's story quest, because it was a mystery to then, and now we get to solve the mystery, instead of us knowing immediately who that was as soon as we saw her name. But it's so cool how they didn't even speak her name in that quest. It was just written in flavor text, kind of, above the subtitles. Wow. Okay, so time. Time and wind dimension again, too. Also connected to the sun and the moon, which is very interesting. So if you say before the sun and moon, does that mean before time itself? Curious. The year of blindness. The sage Abrax's wisdom was awakened, and he unveiled a light-bringing miracle from within his hands. So our ancestors began to build the Helios, with him as their leader. There's Abaraku, I suppose, Abrax being his original name. Oh wait, no, I don't want to... I'm being very careful, because I don't want to scroll too much and accidentally read something later on, so... The year of sight, or the first year of sun and moon. Also, these ellipses are very interesting because they imply that more time is passing even. But either we can't read everything, or we're just skipping over some stuff. I want to know what the other stuff is. The year of sight, or the first year of sun and moon. Helios, the divine chariot of the sun, was finally completed. The white night came, and Evernight was banished. The years of the sun and moon had begun. Oh, so that's what it means. Okay. The second year of sun and moon. Our ancestors sought the returning way, for surely the war on the surface had ended by then. But the primordial one, on the first throne... Okay, there's a hierarchy of thrones here. First throne. So there's 4 shades, right? Does that mean they're on thrones 2 through 5? Let's see. The primordial one on the first throne had laid down a ban, preventing our ancestors from finding the path home. But why? I thought we liked the primordial one. I thought they wanted people to be happy. It was their one goal. Have they strayed from their path? In that case, the primordial one must have defeated the second who came. What? Abrax was imprisoned by the Order of the Sunchild. Okay. Second who came, defeated by primordial one, ban humans from returning? You know, my guess... I'm filling out my post-it. I need another post-it. My guess right now is this whole thing earlier. We dare not speak her true secret name. In doing so, I'm guessing either you attract her attention or you give her more power. So does that mean that maybe the primordial one banned these ancestors from returning because they knew the name of the second who came, and in order to prevent the second who came from returning, the primordial one is not allowing these people in fears that they might say their name? Literally my only guess right now. Also, the second who came, why haven't they been mentioned at all before? The second throne of the heavens came. Oh! Oh, second throne maybe is actually... Second throne? The second throne of the heavens came and the war was rekindled. And it was a really bad one, because it literally rended the earth. Defeated the second who came. Abrax was imprisoned. Okay, I want more answers, so we move on. The parable of the tree. The king's gardener and the tree spirit of the royal garden were in love. But the king wished to repair the beams of his pavilion, and so needed to cut down the tree with the most spiritual energy within it. The king was the incarnation of the primordial one, and the gardener could not defy the sovereign of sovereigns, and so he could only bring his plea to the king's priest, who was the incarnation of Tokoyo Ookami. Are we sure the king was the incarnation of the primordial one, or do we think at this point the king was a sun child? The priest had pity on the gardener and said to him, "Go and cut the branches of the spirit tree down." The gardener did so, and afterward did as the king ordered, cutting the spirit tree itself down. Then the priest said, "Plant the spirit tree's branches in the ground." The gardener said, "A spirit tree shall take 500 years to grow." The priest said, "Your one thought shall echo through eternity." And so the gardener planted the branches in his backyard. In an instant, the slim branches grew into a new tree, and the new tree spirit was a continuation of the past one. Oh, your one thought, I'm guessing the thought in this case is "I love you," since they were in love, and it echoed through eternity, through time itself, to call the tree forward, I suppose. For it is the god of moments, who's able to take seeds from this moment into the past and the future. The god of moments being the god of time. And you know what I'm thinking? Seeds of stories, right? Seeds of stories brought by the wind and cultivated by time. I guess time itself decides when those seeds will sprout, right? So cool. So cool. I love that, actually. The 10th year of Sun and Moon. Abrax is long gone. The events before the Sun and Moon have been recorded sufficiently. Well, if I did not dare write things down just as they happened, how could I consider myself a scribe of Tokoyo Okami? Hark, I hear armor without. Here, I shall stop writing. This is so cool. I love hearing from the scribe. So cool. Volume 3. The lands beneath the aphotic depths are vastly different from those on the surface, to the extent that all surface-derived common sense must be abandoned down below. All we formerly knew of land and sea was given unto us directly by the heavens. In this new world of ours, we must begin groping even for the simplest methodologies anew. O you who come after and read these words, do not take the life you lead for normalcy. Even after 100 or 1,000 years, people should grow used to life down here. Always remember, these days with neither sun nor moon are abnormal. Even if some sage were to draw us the sun, there will surely be filthy wretches who will borrow its light to cast long shadows over us. This book is intended to help people understand the world they live in, and to never forget our desire to return to the light. This book has been constantly edited, redacted, and modified over the years. Even the name of the book's title has been changed from Aphotic Earth to Tsukuyo Koku, before becoming Byakuya Koku. Later, due to the grace of the Watatsumi, the people of the depths would return to the sea's surface. But it seems like Aphotic Earth has some special meaning, and it has not been universally changed throughout the text. I'm looking that word up right now because I don't know it, and it seems important. Aphotic. What? Why is there... Here we go. Being the deep zone of an ocean or lake receiving little to no light to permit photosynthesis. I could have guessed that. A meaning without, photic like photon, without light. Okay. Lightless, basically. Translation. So, where is it first mentioned? Aphotic. The lands beneath the aphotic depths. Lightless. Interesting. If aphotic has some special meaning, lightless Earth versus a lightful Earth, which could be the surface, makes me think of stars. A world without stars, does that mean it's a world without fate? Or a world unable to be controlled by fate? Who knows? Who knows? Not me. Oh, I should write it down though. Aphotic Earth. I am literally taking notes on this book like I'm back in school. My goodness. And that fills up my post-it. It's going on the wall. Stay. Please. No, of course, it's so dusty. Post-its are so old, they don't stick anymore. Okay. Of wind and water. Byakuya has no mountains to speak of, and so it is pointless to speak of them. Why is that funny? It's very straightforward, but I think it's very funny. However, our priests and sages have detected something. Even in these depths, the power of the undying wind. Ooh, I'm very pleased about that because it's the simplest thing. It's literally just a little phrase, but it makes me think about my theories about wind and death. The undying wind and the water still remain. Okay. Water being important here. Again, yeah, this emphasis of water separating us from the heavens, basically. Or separating us from the light, which is very interesting if we think about light as stars and fate, and Mona's hydromancy being a way to examine that. I guess look at it from an objective standpoint. By removing yourself, you can't look at your own fate. Who knows? The personification of the undying wind is known as Tokoyo Okami. Oh! And is poetically rendered the thousand winds, or the thousand winds of time. So Tokoyo Okami was connected to time and wind? Really? Aww. Kind of seems like they were kind of like a relative of Venti's, maybe? Meanwhile, water, on the other hand, is the might of the V-Shop realm, represented by the Baptismal V-Shops. Okay. Well, that's interesting. It seems like there's a lot going on with water. Unexpected. Because it's, to me, it's just one of the elements in the elemental system. Why that element out of all the others? Maybe we will see in the future the other elements also having their own interplay between time or the primordial one and whatnot. But we're basically seeing a connection from the primordial one. Well, no, because this isn't primordial one. This is the god of time. Anyways, yeah, I'm wondering, it seems strange that water is standing out here as so important. But I suppose wind is as well. That's 2 of our, what is it, 7 elements? Is it 7? 6? Don't even worry about it. So I wonder if we will see in the future the other elements also standing out in their own way, which actually would be really nice, because I've long had a question, which is, what is the Watsonian reason for these 7 elements? Is it 7? Okay. Hydro, electro, pyro, cryo, dendro, geo, ano. Yeah. Why is it these 7 elements that are the elements in the game, you know? And that's why I love thinking about the element of the abyss, or the power of the abyss that's popping up here and there, and that's why I love thinking about magic that exists outside the elemental system. Because, you know, Watsonian and Doylean? I don't even know how to say that word out loud. Explanations, those are a way of explaining why something in a story is the way it is. There's the writers, the authors' reason for it being the way it is, and there's the in-universe reason for it being the way it is. So, in this case, from the game developer's point of view, it's fun, it's reasonably complex without being an enormous amount of work for the people who design the system. You know, if every element you add, it gets more and more complicated. So it's a lot of work for them to make elements. So I suppose they settled on 7. But then what is the in-world reason for those 7 elements being the elements? Is there one? And I'm very curious to see if we are going to get one. Because this book so far is emphasizing wind and water. We did talk about fire a little bit earlier, so I wonder if fire will show up as well. Anyhow, water, on the other hand, is the might of the V-Shop realm, represented by baptismal V-Shops. We have already developed a certain field of study regarding the relationship between sunfire, wind, and water. As such, both hydrology and the undying wind must be considered before undertaking any project of civil engineering. That is so cool. That is so cool. So I guess we're reading, at some point we need to read the hydrological studies text, right? That's in here somewhere? I hope so. Of wind and water, that's one we just read. The borders of Byakuya. The borders of Byakuya are marked out by 3 corners. These mark the limits of the seesaw clash between humanity and the V-Shops. During the era of Byakuya, the towers of the 3 realms were built at these 3 corners, used to harmonize the 3 realms. Their ancient names have been lost to time, and they were renamed after the coming of Watatsumi. These towers are exceedingly important, and they are not in locations aligned with either wind or water. Rather, their purpose is to stabilize the tendencies of Byakuya and control its winds and waters. If these towers were to be imperiled, so would the entire nation. As such, they have been hidden using secret arts. Only the Shrine Maidens and the vassals of Watatsumi can summon them forth. Okay, we've been to those 3 places before for our trials. The Narrows. The Narrows were, in the earliest times, sandwiched between the mountain face and an area known as the Roundlands, thus earning that location its name. However, the exceedingly strange tectonic shifts in Byakuya-koku caused the Roundlands to collapse into the depths, thus causing the Narrows to widen significantly. Interesting. Yeah, we're talking about these, what is it, the tendencies? The borders, the towers are built to stabilize the tendencies of Byakuya-koku. I wonder if we'll learn more about that. Seems like one of those tendencies is tectonic shifts. The Serpent's Heart. From the first time our ancestors discovered this place, it had already played host to a unique phenomenon in which space itself might overlap in a certain locale. Later, those who came before us would utilize this phenomenon by creating the Serpent's Heart. It would be used to guard secrets, imprison criminals, and worship the great imaginary serpent, Ouroboros. The great imaginary serpent? In the earliest times, this place was called Delphi, the land of snakes. This name did not change even after the arrival of Watatsumi Omikami. Ancient art depicts the scaleless serpent as Ouroboros, and the coral-adorned serpent as Orobashi. Wait a minute! Orobashi, excuse me. Isn't there... Who was it? Ah, that one guy on Watatsumi. And I thought it was the researcher who was bothering that one shrine maiden. And then it wasn't? It was a different researcher? Or it was? Either way. Okay. Researcher on Watatsumi. And he had theories. And I thought, oh, maybe that's why he's bothering her, because she doesn't like his theories. And his theories was that, or one of his theories was that there was a second snake? That ancient Watatsumi people worshipped 2 snakes? Oh my god, he was right. Wow. Is that what that was? What was it? What did he say? Oh, I need to go talk to him again. What did he say? That's so cool. They had an imaginary serpent before Watatsumi Omikami came along. The Serpent's Heart, that place predated Watatsumi. So does that mean, is it possible that they worshipped a serpent when they were on the surface even? Before they fell to the depths? That would be very interesting. Dainichi Mikoshi. The earliest name of this place was Helios, and it was the high tower built by the sage Aburaku, standing for earth, the element between wind and water. Okay, so we've seen fire and we've seen earth. According to prophecy, this was likely the sun that the sage displayed, used to light those lightless caverns. And just as those prophecies suggested, it was also later used to cast a great shadow over the nation. Yeah. Volume 4, just like the parable of the fire, was it? Let's jump to Volume 4, because that's where we're at. Effective today, all experiments regarding the dragon heirs will be directed by Watatsumi Omikami in person. All files preceding the founding year of the Watatsumi calendar have been destroyed. Dossier serial numbers will no longer use the categories Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, and Epsilon, which use the ancient Watatsumi tongue. Instead, we shall use Earth, Water, Fire, Wind, Ether, and Void going forward. Okay, let's go ahead and write that down. Ether and Void as possible extra elements, or Abyss. One of those might be the Abyss element. Extra elements. Question mark. All quotes and notations are to be written within quotation marks. Quote, quote. The following order of writing shall be observed. File header, serial number, subject author. Author can be omitted, or their initial internal title within the research lab may be used. Usage of a researcher's ancient Byakuya-koku, Enkonomiya name, or modern Watatsumi Narukami Inazuma name is forbidden. These experimental records are not to be used for the writing of diaries, love letters, or fantasy novels. Oh, big text. The Dragon Heirs, hereafter renamed Baptismal Vishops or simply Vishops, evolution is plain for all to see. Order 101, Dragon Heir Evolution 1. We have tried lowering the temperature in the living environment of a young heat-resistant Bishop. As a result, they were weaker once matured. We suspect that this is because its body did not possess the seed required to resist such an environment. Seed meaning potential, basically. However, its descendants would all possess high body fat, greater predilection towards sleep, and would express the cryo element. Please refer to the experimental data after the main text. The abnormal data derived from sample 3 is due to my assistant feeling sorry for the subject of the anti-hunger control group and feeding it surreptitiously. Oh my goodness. We then placed their descendants into sweltering conditions. When we placed their descendants into sweltering conditions, they would again choose, like their ancestors, the heat resistance trait. However, none of them have developed traits indicative of the pyro element thus far. Interesting. It seems like I'm thinking immediately of the swirl hierarchy, because I know pyro is picked over cryo. I think pyro's first priority and cryo's last, actually. My poor cryo. So neglected. So I'm wondering if it's possible to sort of go down the chain, but you can't go back up it. I wonder what that means. Somebody in the comments was mentioning that, yeah, pyro is the, no, if pyro is energy, cryo is like the opposite of energy. If you think about it from a thermodynamics perspective, that's exactly what it is with kinetic energy between particles. So, could it be that energy once lost can't be recovered? Unless introduced from the outside, perhaps? We do not have enough data to reach a conclusion at present, but we can make an educated guess that Baptismal Bishops have the ability to awaken their seed freely before maturation. Bishop mothers can also create new seeds to pass on to their descendants, should they encounter heretofore unseen challenging environments. It can be said that even before encountering us, the people of Enconomia, the Baptismal Bishops had already stored a veritable armory within their bodies. But then why couldn't they go back towards Pyro? Unless they did after this was written. We shall have to see. The results of the intelligence tests are astonishing. Void 207 Bishop Intelligence Research. Through a screening process consisting of rewards and punishments, although previous research indicates that screening is unnecessary, Bishops are, one and all, adapters par excellence. The linguistic capacities of Bishops 4 generations down are starting to approach that of a 12-year-old human student. Perhaps it might be more accurate to say that Bishops always had their own methods of communication, and what they are displaying here is their ability to learn. Oh dear. It was making me uncomfortable earlier that they were experimenting on these guys because we know them to be sentient. And this is only confirming that. We believe that these experiments should be stopped. Thank you. If not, we may yet be proven narrow-minded for having dismissed that last person who wrote a fantastical tale about Bishop people. Well, you're worried about being proven narrow-minded. And not about the fact that you're experimenting on sentient life forms? Person, come on. Prophecy holds that the dragon sovereign of water will be born in a human form. We must not let this thing happen in Enconomia? I mean, would that necessarily be bad? So the dragon sovereign of water. 7 sovereigns, 7 elements, okay, consistent. 7 sovereigns. The people of the 7 sovereigns had found refuge in the oceans. Because in the first war, Primordial one overthrew the 7 sovereigns? Was it? Yes. 7 terrifying sovereigns, Dragon Lords of the Old World. Well, that could be biased. That could be biased. You know, we're calling them terrifying, but we're from the victor's perspective, aren't we? Or a person who is beholden to the victor's perspective. So, I mean, on one hand, if the Dragon Sovereign of Water is born in a human form, so that sounds like they can be reborn, they can't be killed. Maybe you can seal them away, but if you kill them, they just come back. I wonder what happened after they came back, because this is written thousands of years ago. This has to have happened by now. So if the Dragon Sovereign of Water is reborn in a human form, then I suppose the worry is that they'll be out for revenge. But do they necessarily hate humans? I mean, wouldn't they want revenge against the ones who overthrew them in the first place? So that would be the primordial one? Or the heavens, as our archive said? I think the archive said that the heavens fought the sovereigns, something like that. That could be a really interesting... know if it would be a final conflict, but that could be a really interesting addition to endgame conflict. You know, we have so many different perspectives. We have somewhat of a battle brewing against the Abyss, or at least we have disagreements with the Abyss, and we have to confront the Abyss at the very least, because our brother is there and he's refusing to leave. But then, if we add the Sovereigns into that, that would be really interesting. That would be very interesting, because they'd want to drag in the heavens, perhaps, at least one god. If the primordial one can even be considered a god. Also, how interesting it that the primordial one came after the Sovereigns. You'd think the primordial one would come first. I need more information. Anyhow, all previous attempts at grafting have failed. Void 907 Watatsumi Omikami's special orders 1. Because they cannot accept Watatsumi Omikami's blood, the V-Shops will fall victim to various adverse effects. Perhaps they are not strong enough, but we cannot be sure. Indeed, according to our rationalized V-Shop evolutionary roadmap, we should have already bred the strongest V-Shop possible. Okay. Okay, I'm recalling that Watatsumi Omikami wanted to take over guidance of this experimentation, but why would it want to graft its blood to them? To protect them? To protect itself? Oh, the coral, right? The coral is grown on the V-Shops nowadays, and it's blood coral? Perhaps. So does Watatsumi Omikami already know that it's going to die? The grafting can be considered a success. There we go. Void 907 Watatsumi Omikami Special Orders 3. The rejection originates from the V-Shops having been beings of the light realm, also known as elemental creatures, and thus being at odds with the human realm, of which Omikami and its coral vassals are a part. So the light realm is the realm of elements. I don't know if I knew that already, but I'm running it down. Interesting, and the human realm is separate from that. So every time we use an elemental ability, we are accessing the light realm, maybe? Or accessing an ability from it? I don't even know. A detail that doesn't perhaps matter at this precise moment. All experimental logs are closed. No experiment conducted here resulted in the death of any dragon heirs. They all lived to see their end of days. Really? Even the one where you starved them? Really? Okay. If you're sure. Shout out to that research assistant for feeding everyone, apparently. Praise be to Watatsumi Omikami, gracious and beneficent. Beneficent. Why? What? Servers are going to be down in an hour? I thought that was tomorrow. I thought that was tomorrow. Wasn't that supposed to be tomorrow? Okay, whatever. It's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. We just have to finish reading this in an hour. I'm sure we'll be able to do this in an hour, right? Right? Okay. Question 1. What walks on 4 feet in the early morning, 2 feet during the day, and 3 feet at night? Answer. A V-Shop who transforms into a person to attend a ball, then breaks off one of its legs and eventually ends up walking with a cane. Then breaks one of its legs. Oh no, why would you break your leg? Sages like this answer the most, and it is the children who get it right almost exclusively. For adults, it always smells like a horrible conspiracy when a V-Shop turns into a human. According to a prophecy of old, the Dragon of Water, the ancient lord of V-Shops, will definitely descend in the form of a human. However, for children, the answer to the question indicates the possibility of mutual understanding. Okay, hope for the future. We don't necessarily have to be in conflict. We're all in this together, perhaps. But it is not a good idea to make V-Shops sound adorable. Though such jokes defang the fear, they also lower the guard of the children. Dragon heirs of the depths have evolved to wield the power of other element and have hence lost their purity. As such, the Dragon of Water will no longer be born from among their ranks. Well, I suppose they prevented what they wanted to prevent. Question 2. With only one mouth, this being sometimes has 4 feet, sometimes. I just realized, I'm so sorry. Earlier I was talking about when we read our archive and we get information. Where are we getting that information from? I just realized we're reading the archive right now. But this is the books that we've collected. I'm talking about the archive that just has information about enemies we've encountered. Where did that information come from? Anyways. I don't know why I just realized that just now, but apparently I have. Question 2. With only one mouth, this being sometimes has 4 feet, sometimes 2 feet, and sometimes 3 feet. Though unable to morph into other things, it is able to walk on the earth, swim in the water, and fly in the sky. The more feet it walks on, the feebler it grows. What is this thing? A human. Oh, answer. A human. Humans crawl on their hands and feet as babies, walk on 2 legs as adults, and use a cane as elders. The answer is undoubtedly a human. Oh, this is the book of riddles for kids! Right. Question 3. What talks with only 1 mouth, but walks on 4 and 2 feet? Answer. Someone raising livestock. This riddle is a very ancient one. In the past, we can only understand the meaning of livestock from reading texts. 4 legs refers to 4-legged animals like the ox, horse, and forest boar. After Byakuya fell into the ocean depths, these animals died out within 2 generations due to a lack of habitable land and food. Since the arrival of Watatsumi Omikami, some of us have returned to the sea's surface to build a home and interact with the people there. Really? I suppose this book is... Was this the book that was held by somebody above the surface or something? A normal person? This must have been written after the return. Anyways. Therefore, we have been able to review the names of all these animals. According to the vassal and the Omikami's prophecy, we shall all move back to the sea's surface someday. So it is important to get these names right. Oh, I see. They sent out a trial party, basically. Ox means cattle, horse means horse, and forest boar means forest boar. Question 4. Who are the 2 sisters who gave birth to each other every day? Answer day and night, or white night and evernight. This riddle is easy to understand. It alludes to the succession of day and night, which, in Byakuya, means the cyclical white night and evernight under the control of the Dainichi Mikoshi. Though the land was in everlasting night before the Dainichi Mikoshi was built, the light of day that people had seen has remained unchanged. By the way, the 2 special astronomical phenomena of Byakuya, the mirages and the sin shades, were at first indiscriminately referred to as adiolons and seen as the 2 sides of the same coin. It was not until the arrival of Watatsumi Omikami that the people of Byakuya were able to understand the 2 phenomena and name them differently. Although the sun did not shine upon Byakuya, the mirages that appeared in white night were named sunfire phantasms, and those of evernight ghostfire phantasms. As time went by, both of them became referred to as sunfire phantasms, or they are essentially the same thing. That's really funny. They had the same name originally, and then it split into 2 different names, and then they came back to the same name. That's really funny. Question 5. I am the Shadowborn of the Lord of Light. I am a wingless bird that rises from the earth to the sky. Those who shed tears in my presence feel no sorrow in their bosoms. Away with the gentle breeze I fade, and thus begins my fleeting life. Answer. The answer is smoke. Birds are winged creatures, and it is normal that they are not seen in Enkonomiya. Yeah, wingless bird. That's so cool. I like this one. This reminds me of an ancient riddle I translated once. Getting flashbacks. It was a fun time. Very difficult. It was really cool. A father has 12 children, each of them giving birth to 60 daughters of different appearances. Of them, 30 are pale and 30 are dark. The whole family, knowing not death, will only fade away. Who is the father? Answer. The answer is the year. The people of Byakuya may find the part about 60 pale or dark granddaughters a bit confusing. But everything will start to make sense once they crack question 4. Day and night, right? Night and day. Yeah. And the children, 60 daughters, and the sisters, like, cycle into each other. Cool. Yeah, knowing not death will only fade away. Time as the opposite of death, perhaps? Interesting. Time and wind, death. Ah, it's all getting confused. There used to be a sequel to this riddle in ancient times. It roughly said that every granddaughter would give birth to 12 descendants, and each of them would then have 60 children. Every such child later would give birth to another 60, who would go on to have children of their own. This would continue until, at last, all the offspring would together give birth to the one and only primordial child, Tokoyo Oikami, the mother of 14 billion years. Watatsumi Omikami forbade people from spreading this riddle. That's funny. So let's see. Father has 12 children. So, the year, 12 months, 60 days, and... well, 60 days and 60 nights. And then each day, well, granddaughter, has 12 descendants, so 12 hours of day and 12 hours of night, and within an hour, 60 minutes. So this is just basically a way to teach base 60 in a place that doesn't see more than a day, because if you don't have the concept of a year, because you have enough seasons. Anyways, just thinking about time. Watatsumi Omikami's prevent people from showing this riddle. That's so funny. Appendix. Historical figures. Their traditional names and Narukami style renderings. Kairos. Tokoyo Okami. I thought Kairos was Easteroth. Where'd it go? Where is it? Where is it? We call her Kairos. Who is Isteroth? Kairos is Tokoyo Okami. But isn't Tokoyo Okami Watatsumi Okami? Aren't they the same person? Watatsumi Omikami, sorry, and Tokoyo Okami. I thought those were the same, two different names for the same person. Wait, where did Tokoyo Okami first come from? We saw that in here too. Wait, this is riddles. I need not riddles. Orbashi Ouroboros. Here we go. The personification of the undying wind is known as Tokoyo Okami. Okay. So Tokoyo Okami is not the same thing as Watatsumi Omikami. Oh man, where did I first see that name then? I first saw that name ages ago and I just thought it was Watatsumi Omikami. Eris is Arisu. Abrax is Abaraku. Charon is Faded. Ka. Are we supposed to recognize a Ka name? Charon is the person who escorts dead souls across the river. The river Styx, was it? Probably. Because it's not Chiron. Wait, there's Charon and there's Chiron. One of them is the centaur who trained heroes. Like Achilles. Okay, I feel like we're going to meet somebody who has that name. Spartacus Supata. Emma. Somebody became Koi. Who became Koi? Like the fish. We fish, Koi fish. Antigone and Antigonus is Ante. Erebus became Eboshi, we met you. Echion became Eki, I think we met you. Uadeus became Uada, and Asclepius became Serepido. That's the end. Wow. Oh my god. I'm very pleased. That was very good. Wow. So much information. I don't have any more theories because I've just been talking about them the whole way through. Oh, you get to see the little description for each. Ordinary people have been forbidden to read. The writing is a mix of fables and histories. From the beginning of the world to the creation of the Dainichi Mikoshi. So here's hydrological studies. Ah, indeed. Gotcha. Makes sense. I did really want to read that one, and I'm very pleased that I did. No V-shops were killed in the writing of these records. Just because you said that twice, I don't believe you. A puzzle book. Very cool. Wow. Wow. That was incredible. If Tokoyo Okami knew of this, return all the library books and... I swear, where did we see that name before? Hyper Blooming Circus, defeat 4 opponents with Hyper Bloom within 2 seconds? I did. I took no heed to a domain. It was very fun. I can't take it anymore. Defeat the exhausted Jade Plume Terror Room after its activated state is finished. Did that in the Imaginarium Theater on stream, actually, I think. Not just a small bench. Create 300 furnishings. Inazuma. Open 80 chests. Lightning Riding Adventurer. I write Proper Angler. Unlock 20 fish archive entries. Wow, a lot of these built up. I didn't realize. Obtain a total of 3 toy medals for more than pearls and gold. Wait, this is so pretty. Oh, I want to get that. That's gorgeous. Okay. These are going to be difficult to get, aren't they? Yeah. I think that's everything from there, though. Oh, let's see if the wish banner's up. It's not. That is so cool. I'm tempted to wish. While we're in the middle of nothing. What's this talking to us about? Oh, claim rewards? We haven't done our last one yet, though. Oh, we did an actual one. That's why. Okay, cool. I don't want to move on with my life. I read the book and now it's time to move on, but I don't want to. We have so many notifications to look at. I don't really want to read another letter right now, so we're going to let that letter sit and bake for a little bit longer. Anything else down here? Well, let's get our Sealy moving. Probably has reset at this point, huh? Otherwise you'd be right here at the top of the stairs, right? I don't know. Guess it moved on without us? That's where the chest was. I think we've combed every inch of this place. Hopefully the Sealy is over here. Oh, no. Oh, thank God. Oh. I thought I was going to be stuck. And now we're in the Narrows, and we know more about the Narrows now. We used to know that it used to be very... We know that it used to be very squished. Phosphorus's guidance. But excellent timing.
Is this an answer from this world?
I keep seeing Venus at sunset these days because it's winter. And I keep thinking of Enconomia when I do. Oh, that was amazing. But yeah, the Narrows. This place used to be squished, and now it's gotten wider. Ruin guard over there. I don't want to move on with my life. I do want to do a wish just because it sounds like fun. Probably won't get anything, but just because we're in the middle of the dark period in Enconomia. Let's try until we get a 4-star. Theoretically, we can probably do such a thing. I'm just so excited. Having read that book, I feel like something's supposed to happen now. That's not what I meant! But I'll take it! Speaking of Mona, speaking of the stars themselves, prophecy of submersion. Speaking of prophecies, speaking of being under the water. When any of your own party members hits an opponent affected by an omen, the effects of Hydro-related elemental reactions are increased for 8 seconds. Electrocharge damage goes up, vaporized damage goes up, Hydro Swirl goes up, and Frozen is extended. All by 15%. Don't mind if I do. No way. Wait, is that my first constellation for a 5-star? Well, no. Because we just got Dia. But between those two, and besides the Traveler, I think that's my first constellation for a 5-star. Can I check in my... I swear we did this like last time or something. Can I check here? No, I know I can check on Hoyer Labs or something. Oh my god. Achievements? What? We just looked at these. Oh, Phosphorus's guidance. 30 Sealies to their Sealy courts. Oh, we have 1 left. 6 more chests and we get Hesperus's boons. And then we can get the Enconomia thing? Wait, let's look for chests. But we've already looked at so many chests. Where are there more in Enconomia? Places we don't go. How about over here? Does this count, do you think? Okay, let's see if we can find 6 chests before the time runs out. And let's bring up Mona. As the stars foretold?
This is how it must be.
Nope, but close. Okay. Challenge over there. Oh, and we did see a challenge earlier when we were wandering around Enconomia. That will probably also give us a chest. You are arrows? You are. Darn. This is not the party for that. We just brought in Mona and she's going away. Bye!
Amber, report.
Sorry. Okay. Boom. Ooh, icy. Think we can get 2? Well, we did. It'd be nice if we could get 3, but you know what? 1's good enough. Is that all of them? Sure is. Good job, Amber.
Wow, these will come in handy.
Okay. Where was that other challenge?
This is destiny.
I'm sure it is, Mona. Where did we teleport to today? Okay, how much time do we have? This is the decisive moment. Servers will be down for maintenance in about 40 minutes. Not to be confused with 40 meters. Okay, I want to fight something. Ooh, try out Mona. I guess we'll fight you even though you don't have a chest. I'm so happy right now. It's like so much happened that I don't even know how to process it. But let's see, something that stands out to me is the fact that we have, okay, a primordial one. So this is giving, it's sort of like a creation myth type thing. No, no, no. Darn it. Trying to get in there before the, shield came up. Oh my goodness. So many thoughts. We have a primordial one and 4 shades. So here's my question. What happened to those guys? I guess I've been assuming that they're still up there on Celestia. Because gods, right? No, thank you. Oh, darn it. You stole my energy. Give it back. Ah. This song is so good. Sorry, Kaya. It happened again, didn't it? Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Doesn't really work if she doesn't have her ultimate, does it? Because that constellation was for her ultimate. Out of the way of that whole thing. There we go. Oh, good. I need those for teleporters. Anyways, we don't have a healer, and we can't heal down here. Let's go here? I think it was in the distance after we blew up that wall. So where would that be? That's not the right teleporter, but I'd hope that this might bring us closer. Okay, let's go to the right teleporter. Anyways, yes. Primordial one in the 4 shades. So what was Primordial one's name? Fanes. And actually, yeah, let's bring Mona out, just in the interest of time. It'd be better to try her out in a domain. We'll bring in our healer.
Guide you.
Yeah, so I'm guessing they're on Celestia. And then they defeated the second who came. Or at least Fanes did. And they defeated the Dragon Lords. Let's look at the archive again. Archive, bishops. Living beings. Life forms. Hilly churls. The abyss. Fatui. Automatons. Humans. Mystical beasts. Here we go. Their former 7 sovereigns were defeated by a power from the heavens. I see. And originally I was just thinking, oh, okay, the gods did it. But now we know there was a singular power that was indeed quite powerful. I've done it again, haven't I? It's not this way, is it? Yes, it is this way. Okay, great. This way, not that way. Anyways. And this is, I'm still hoping that this is where we even saw that challenge. Darn it, it's not.
No, my sword.
Okay, so the primordial one defeated the sovereigns. I feel like I'm learning history now. I feel like I was just in a class, in a lecture. But why did they do that is my question. Because we know that they wanted humans to be happy, right? Which I'm a fan of that being your goal as a sovereign, I suppose, in your own right. The primordial one, you sound very powerful. But does that necessarily mean that the dragon sovereigns were not fans of humans? They were, again, described as terrifying, but I always want to take that with a grain of salt. That's a very charged word to use in an academic text. Or at least a historical text. Very, a little biased, it feels like. But then again, if they were defeated by somebody who wanted the best for humans, maybe... Ooh, there's a challenge. Maybe they needed to be defeated for the humans. I'm really wondering if that, water sovereign is going to come back. Because that was mentioned as a possibility. I wonder when. I feel like it'll be at a very dramatic moment. Ooh, hey, wait a moment. Have I looked at those yet, do you think? Let's mark them, because I am heading towards that challenge right now. We'll put it here. Mirages, I forget their name. Need, White Knight? It should be Evernight right now. I can't type. So, the other thing I was thinking about just now is, you know when we were first talking about the primordial one, and I was mentioning it's interesting that they came after the 7 sovereigns? Because primordial generally means, you know, original, or usually is sort of the first stage. Typically, like in, at least in Greek mythology, which, you know, this place is based off Greek mythology, kind of, so some connection there, perhaps, some inspiration. Primordial beings are born from chaos, And they are some of the first beings to exist in this universe before even sometimes the concept of life and death. So that's why I assumed the primordial being would be first, but there's actually two different possibilities. First possibility is maybe they were first, and then they disappeared for a while, and that's when the dragon sovereigns appeared. The other option is maybe they are formed, there it is. They are formed from a primordial nature, but not necessarily early on in the scheme. Ooh. Need to remember that there's a challenge up there. We should go up first and then down. But then I might forget there's a chest down here. Fine. Maybe they are formed from a primordial essence, but their formation specifically didn't happen until after the dragons already existed. So in that way, they're both primordial and they come after the dragons. They only started to exist after the dragons.
I'll keep this close.
That's an option. What else? Any other possibilities? I don't know anything about them. They must be very powerful. It kind of sounds like the primordial one did it all themselves. So one being versus 7, and they won that fight. Well, maybe it wasn't, 7 at the same time, but still. They sound quite powerful, don't they? So my questions are why? I find it very interesting that the sovereigns come back, even if you kill them. Perhaps they are also beings that existed before the concept of life and death, and thus death doesn't really have
Outrider Amber,
any control over them. Nice. Nice. And we're done.
another target tracked down by Outrider
Nice.
Amber.
Wait, I need to switch. That's fine. We'll be Amber for now. How are we doing on time? Can I get a notice, please?
Into the wind.
Sorry.
Freeze. This one will be frozen.
Lightning flash.
Are we almost done here? Looks like it. Oh! No, we're not. Where is that mage? I know I saw you earlier, but I don't see you now. You're over here? There you are. Funny how you can see us, but we can't see you.
No escape. Take this.
Did we reach? We sure did. Excellent. Let's swirl that a little bit. And we're done here. Okay, how are we doing on those chests? I think this is number 3 or 4. I think 4, right?
Brings a smile to my face.
4 out of 6, but it depends on if that one that we opened in the earlier place counts as in Konomiya. I would assume that it does. Oh, nice. We need two more. I would love a little announcement. Okay, let's go scour, actually, this place more. Because I know there's a whole lot over here that I haven't done. Wait, did we do the challenge? Oh my god. Oh, we did. Oh, it was the chest. The exploding barrels. This is going to be a very long episode, I know it already.
Justice.
Sorry, and you're welcome. Okay. Ooh, nice. Oh, I love this song. This looks like combat, right? Except it's an hourglass, so it's combat, right? Right? V-shops? Please be V-shops. No, it's particles. Okay, bye slimes. I'm just gonna run into this darkness. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going this way. Pearl, yay! Another pearl, yay! Did I get it? I did, good.
What's the hurry?
We're doing a time to challenge, Kaya. Oh, here we go. I do not want to get frozen during this. Looking around to see if there's any that I passed. 6. Oh, that was 7. I see another chest in the distance, too.
Fortunate.
Quite the find in our parts.
What's the hurry?
And this would be our last one. And then we have done in Konomiya. Kind of. There's probably still more out there. We should check our exploration percentage, actually, now that I think about it.
Dodge this.
Let's do this. Let's do
One with
this.
wind and cloud.
And I am going to do this, even though it won't do anything, because I need healing for Kazuha. Get out of the way, because they're going to explode. There they all go. Oh, and there's... there it
Says
is!
there are benefits to a life of wandering.
How much time do we have? Maintenance in about 30 minutes. Perfect. Okay. Where is it? Here it is. In Konomiya. Open 160 chests in Konomiya for Hesperus spoons. And we get this. Oh, wait, the light of day. I wonder if there's another one. Inazuma Tokoyo. Tokoyo Okami. Interesting that it's not named after Watatsumi Omikami. Ooh, that does look very nice. Oh, mighty sun, what use are your heat and light if you cannot own all that they survey? Oh, is that your excuse for using the Dainichi Mikoshi to empower the sun children? That whole business. Let's do it. I like it a lot. Fantastic. Okay. Well, I would say we've had quite the productive day, haven't we? Let us return to the surface. Our dragonbone flower is still cooking down here, I suppose, but so pretty. It has yet to call for me, so we'll not bother it, I suppose. Commission rewards, items forged. I'm going to go do that. So let's drop ourselves off here. Nice view, right? I think so, yes. Great view, even. Our lovely little statue keeping us company. You know what? Not right now. Not right now. Let's not go into it right now. Anyways, I'm so happy. We finally read that book. Super cool to see a connection there between also the thing that happened in Inazuma. That's okay. Yeah, that's why I was blowing my mind. Because I thought that Watatsumi Omikami had another name, which was Tokoyo Okami. I thought they were the same person, and that blew my mind, because then that would mean that Watatsumi Omikami, the person that Narukami slayed, was the same person as Istaroth, who helped Makoto, who helped A. Like, you killed the one who helped you, kind of sort of thing, without knowing it. But also, if Watatsumi Omikami and Tokoyo Okami were the same person, then maybe actually they're fine, because as a being who exists simultaneously throughout all of time, where are you? Where are you? I know you're in here somewhere. Then she's probably fine, right? But it seems that they are indeed two separate people, and I have no idea why I thought they were the same person. I guess I thought they were the same person because the gods in this region have a lot of different names, and I didn't know there was another godlike being floating around. Not even introduced as a god, but as the ruler of time. She knows we're talking about her, doesn't she? Hello out there, wherever you are. Anyway, we will leave it here for now. I'm going to use my remaining 30 minutes to turn in my commissions and do my dailies and whatnot. Not my dailies. I think I'm going to try to squeeze some bounties in there. But that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed. This was a big one for me. I know we didn't technically do a lot, but we read a book that meant a whole bunch to me. So that was very exciting. Wow. Next time, all things permitting. Okay, well, here's what I'm thinking. I still want to do, this island, but it's completely cast over again. So I might have to restart it. I don't know. Also, somebody in my comments very kindly let me know that Tsurumi is actually time-locked to real-world time. So here's my current plan. I'm going to go do it, and I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll do it every day and record that, and then I'll stitch them all into one video. And then that way we're not jumping back here while we're in Sumeru. If that works out, and I'm done before this episode goes up, then that will probably be the next episode. Tsurumi, the next episode. If it doesn't work out, then the next episode is probably Sumeru? Unless you guys point out to me that I've forgotten something else. Quite possible. This game is huge, and I have a lot to do. Oh, hey, look, there it is. Tsurumi's talking to me. Yay, tasty wood for my teapot. Yume Miru. Is that dream future wood? Future dream wood? Could be, could not be. Anyhow, we're going to depart here at this beautiful Inazuma sunrise. And I very much hope you enjoyed. As always, thank you for watching. Oh, I do have a thank you I want to give. Let me just get that up really quick. Okay, yes, I need to give my sincere thanks to Power of Chaos for supporting me and the channel on Ko-fi. I really appreciate it. All of your support helps a lot, and I'm looking forward to working with you guys on this channel for a long time to come and providing these videos for you all. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for your support. And as always, I hope you all enjoyed. thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.